Hi everyone, back in the kitchen again, and it's Friday night, so it's takeaway night, or not. So tonight we're going to have a go at one of our favourite JD seasonings, aren't we, Tina?
Yes, we are. Chinese chicken curry.
With mushrooms, which isn't in the recipe, but we like mushrooms. So we'll start by preparing all the materials, and then we'll get back and show you how we do it. Okay, so we'll start with the ingredients. We've got some mushrooms, 3 chicken breasts which I will trim and chop into chunks. We've got a courgette, a carrot, a couple of medium white onions and a green pepper, some dark soy sauce. I'm using lazy ginger and lazy garlic this time instead of preparing the stuff fresh. Some fry light, some tomato puree, vegetable stock cubes sitting rather anonymously there, and of course the obligatory JD Seasonings Chinese chicken curry mix. They're the ingredients. I'm going to now prepare those. Okay, so I've got the gas on. Start by putting a bit of fry light in the pan, stop it sticking, put a magic wooden spoon in, and then I'm going to put in half of the onions, it's about half, all the carrots and the courgettes, and they're going to fry for about 5 minutes. Okay, now they've started to soften, I'm going to put in the garlic and the ginger. Give that a stir. And now I'm going to add the JD Seasonings mix. Give that a good stir. Place all the veggies. Okay, now I'm going to put in a table and a half of tomato puree, and a table and a half of soy sauce. There we go. Give that a quick stir. And now I'm going to add 700 ml of vegetable stock. A good stir, get all the bits out the bottom. And there you go. That's the base for the sauce now. That is now going to come to the boil and simmer for around 20 minutes. Okay, so there we go. That has simmered now for 20 minutes. So the next step is to pour that into a liquidizer and zap it down, because that will be the famous brown sauce that you see in your Chinese curry. Okay, so this is the challenging bit. Get all of this into my liquidizer. I'm actually using a soup maker because it makes an excellent liquidizer for this thing. I have a sneaky suspicion that once you've fried all the ingredients up at the 20 minutes where you're supposed to simmer for 20 minutes, you could actually probably transfer it all into the soup maker and just let the soup maker do its thing. But I haven't been brave enough to try that just yet. And that's the finished article when it's been blended down, and that's the, should look rather familiar now, as the brown sauce that you get in your Chinese curry. I'll now transfer over to Tina, who's going to cook up the actual main dish.
Right, so I'm going to spray light my pan, get that to warm up for a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to brown the chicken. Right, so that's been cooking for a few minutes. Now I'm going to add the rest of the remainder of the onions and the peppers, and the next item isn't actually in the recipe, but because we like mushrooms, we always add mushrooms to our curry, and it gives you that little bit of extra speed anyway. So I'm going to cook that for 3 to 4 minutes. Right, so that's all ready now to add the blended sauce mix, which Nigel did earlier. So I'm going to add the sauce. Make sure I get it all out the pan.
Yeah, it did occur to us that this, so like I said earlier, there's like 2 distinct stages to this recipe, and you could actually make the sauce mix up in advance and freeze it down, and then it would make cooking the actual curry a lot quicker when you came to do it. So you could sort of make it up, batch cook the sauce mix, and then just take it out the night before or the morning that you wanted to do your curry, and then it would, you know, take the time of actually cooking the meal down to just this second half that Tina's been doing.
Right, this takes another 5 minutes, so that's going to simmer for 5 minutes. Also, beside my curry pot, I've got the rice cooking, so that will coincide with the curry when it's cooked, so it'll all be cooked together. So right, we'll leave that for 5 minutes. Right, and the last ingredient goes in, which is a nice big handful of peas. You always get peas in a Chinese curry, don't you?
And the more alert of you will notice I didn't mention those in the ingredients at the start.
Did you forget?
I did forget, yes.
I thought you did. There you go. Right, that's going to cook up for a further 5 minutes, and then the curry is ready to eat. Right, that's it all cooked up, ready to be served. So you've got your curry and you've got the rice. So now we're going to dish it up in our bowls, and then we'll show you it all ready to eat.
Okay, so there we have it all served up, ready to go. JD Seasonings Chinese chicken and mushroom curry.